Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back along to another episode here of Grass and Grain. With me, Jack. I am in our fence today. We're pulling up the roundabout. You may remember where we're going. We've got another field of grass that we're going to try and get cleared. It's been a few days since we last spoke. It's been beautiful weather here, I must admit. It's been drying out nicely. Which has meant that we've been able to kind of just leave it for now. It's only got thrown around once actually by the teller, by Daisy there, and it's looking like it's in perfect nick. So we're going up there, going to tackle it today, see if we can get it all baled up and out of the way. We've got the Cavernan rake on demo behind us, and as you can see rumbling up behind me there, we have got the monstrous 4855 pulling the New Holland bale along with it. So we've got plenty to get that for the next couple of hours. Shouldn't really take us all that long to get it all dug up or get it all raked up there and baled. Like I say, we're going to get it pushed into, I think we're looking at about 9 metre soft sea, which the baler should be able to handle perfectly. And then yeah, we're going to get ourselves set up here and just see how we get cracking. We'll probably take it across the hill, I would imagine. It's going to be the slightly easiest way to pull that big baler up. But we'll get ourselves all set up and then we'll come back to you in just a second. Alright, you can see we've got a few grey clouds starting to lurk above us here. It shouldn't take us too long to get through this though, hopefully. So you can see in patches here. We're going to go have a quick look at what's on the ground before we get going. You can see in patches here it's actually quite thick, and then we get a bit of hit and miss around here actually. It's a little bit thick in places, a little bit thin in other places, so could have been a bit better overall, but we'll have to take what we can at this stage. The mower actually missed a little few clumps, but it's free grass, so we'll just have to take what we can get, I should say. Beautiful, beautiful view though over the port here and over the hillside. Absolutely stunning today. Really, really nice. So what we'll do, we're going to get ourselves all set up. Like I say, we'll get probably going to do about 3 headlands here, I think, as well. Just going to widen this rake a little bit. There we go. All done on the hydraulics there, so it's nice and easy. We'll just make sure everything's set up with the baler as well, so we can get cracking here. Alright then, so we've got everything ready to roll there. Had a quick little tighten of some of the, check over some of the knots on the baler there. They weren't quite working as they should have been. Which seems to be an ever-going issue with me and that New Holland baler, but we're all up and running now. What we're going to do, we're just going to take probably 3 headlands off this field, I should imagine. It's actually quite nice to have a larger rake. Can't really see what I'm doing behind me very well, but it's nice to have a bigger rake there just to give us something to actually really kick on with, to be honest. Pulling the rake is always something very easy for a machine like the Fendt here, but it's just we've always had like just the 3 metre rake, so to go up to what is effectively a 9 metre rake could really boost up our output there. As you can see, it's quite a light crop. The John Deere behind is following along effortlessly as well, as we'd expect really with hay. Might start to struggle as we go up this slow bank a touch here, but I guess we'll find out there. But yeah, it's absolutely cruising along here. What we are going to try and do today as well is get this field cleared and get the bales back to the yard, just so we can, well, we want to try and get them cleared, because I'm not sure what that rain cloud's going to do, to be honest. And if we can get everything cleared from the field and stacked under a shed before the rain comes, then that's obviously better. So we're going to keep pushing through here. We'll get this wrapped out as quickly as we can. Like I say, it's not going to take us too long to do here. I hope it doesn't, at least, because I want to get this all stacked up and cleared away before the day is out as well. We're going to keep it's nice and easy work here. The baler's looking in fine form right now, so it looks like we're not going to have a problem, which is always nice. And we'll get this all wrapped out here. So I'm going to keep cracking along, see how we get going. We'll come back to you in a little while when we've made a bit more progress, and we'll see how it's all coming together. Well, as you can see here, we have got a little bit of a head start. Baler's just finishing up the last headland, but what I think we'll do, we're going to start from the far end here, and we'll get this all kind of rode up nice and quickly. Shouldn't take us too long at all. We're going to go just up and down hill, going across the hill there. It brings in a little bit too much pace for the tractor to kind of control on that baler there. So it's just easier to come in from here. Like I said, it's run up nicely. It's a little bit thin in places there. We didn't get much nitrogen put on this when we wanted to. It is a ryegrass predominantly. There is some other varieties in here, but it was established as a ryegrass. And so we're going to see what we can get out of here. Well, it's not very straight. Redo some GPS on the tractor. I'm looking to get the GPS unit fitted sooner rather than later because I want to have a try of yet to really bring it into any of our fleet there, but I think it'll be a very nice thing to pull in. I might put it onto the 6.9 and maybe onto this Fent here as well to see how it all looks. But it's certainly something that appeals to me, very much so. And yeah, it's something I really like to see how it works. But for now, yeah, we don't have that, so we're going to have to just keep racking along and see how it goes. Otherwise, we're doing fine here. We'll get this all rigged up. It's probably going to take us less than an hour really to get it all finished now. The main obstacle we have are the bales that has been dotted around the place, so I'll have to kind of cut in here on a bit of an angle, but we've got that done. Once I get this finished, I'm going to duck straight back down to the yard. We're going to pull up the JCB and a couple of trailers, get everything stacked up and led out of here. I want this field cleared. I want us to get some, well, we don't have any digestate. We'll have to get some nitrogen put into here soon, and we'll see how it reacts to that. Give it a bit of a kick, because yeah, a second kill off here would always be a nice thing to get. Let's see, we're just going to let him get out of the way here. There we go. Bale is singing along again. Absolutely on top form this harvest so far. It hasn't skipped a beat, which is great for us. The last thing you want is baler issues. It's always very annoying. Okay, in we go. As far as the chrome rake goes, this is a new rake to us at the moment, new demo rake. It's perfect really. With the adjustable width there, if we've got a thicker crop we can always dial it back down. Right now though, it's just absolutely flawless. It's ticking along. Tractors such as the Fent here can handle that without any hesitation or any issues, which is always great. Barely notice the things there. You only notice it's there when you have to put the hydraulics into action to lift up the rakes when we get to an end. But yeah, other than that, it's perfect. I would significantly increase that output. With a rake this size, obviously it means there's going to be less travel, less wear, less compaction on the field, because we're covering a lot more ground with one pass. So it is really quite something. The kind of controlled traffic farmer inside me would think that maybe it would be a good idea if we had a 9-meter mowers, then we would really reduce down how much ground we were covering. But as it stands, obviously we don't have that, so that's a conversation and a thought for another day, because those mowers, whilst they are nice, dear lord, they're expensive. Okay, and around we go. Excellent, so we'll keep sauntering our way through here. Everything is working very well. Not too much left to do in this field, so what we'll do, we'll get this all wrapped up there, and you can join me when we're coming back to get everything carted out of here, I think, which shouldn't take us too long to do, given the number of bales in the field, but nice to get a good crack out in the telehandler. So we'll get this all wrapped up, we'll come back to you in just a little while. Alrighty folks, we're flying. We looks like we're about to have a convoy actually. The guys are following behind me here. I've got Chris and Daisy coming up in the tractors. We've got the 6.9 and the Fiat coming up today with trailers on, so hopefully we get this field cleared. Well, ideally nearly all in one hit would be perfect, but I decided to bring the telehandler up today. It's been a while since I've been out in this and done some proper work in it, so no time like the present. I did forget how slow it is though. It's not a quick one by any stretch, but yeah, we're going to make our way up there. We'll get ourselves all figured out. Get ourselves into the field. There we go. Chased down by a 69 now. So yeah, like I say, the field's pretty much all finished there. As I left in the fence, the balers just kind of finished up the last of it, so that's looking very good. Danny should be all but good there now. We're going to take this on over, we'll get those cleared. All the bales are coming back to our shed. We're going to stack them in one of the Dutch barns, keep them under the cover for the winter. And then yeah, I'm not quite sure when they're going to be sold, but we'll figure that out. In the probably next to the 6-8 weeks we'll know when they're going to go. Swing nice and wide. And we're going to just take ourselves over to the field. It's really not a far commute. I'm actually going to see about this little patch of grass here that's been left for a long time. I don't know who owns it, but there's not a lot happening with it, so I might see if I can rent it off whoever owns it, just to get one crop of bales off there. I think would be nice, be ideal for us if we can do that. Just so I'm trying to source as many bales as possible, really, just to keep us going. fill up our shed really, so we can really benefit from that moving forward. And onto the quiet road. You can see the tractor and balers up there. It's parked on the side. I believe Danny's given that a big clear out and blow down, because we, after every field, we blow it all down there, so we don't drag any contaminants from one field to another, particularly looking at black grass, for example. So we'll leave that over there. He's just going to blow that all off, and then the big old John Deere will be taken back up to our yard, but it'll be kept out of the way, which would be great. And we are just going to get ourselves all set up in the field there. I really should let the tractors go before me, but they were taking the time getting themselves sorted out there, and then you would catch me up at some stage. But for now, we're going to just trundle around the corner there. We'll get ourselves up and working, and we will catch you in the field. Alright, and folks, we're in the field. There's not a great deal of bales here, actually. Less than I maybe thought it would be. We've got 6 on or 5 on the trailer there so far. It's definitely going to be more than one trailer load. I have no doubt about that, but I don't quite think it'll be 2 trailer fulls. However, we'll get this all kind of put into the onto the wheels of the trailer at least, and then we'll see from there. Good tight bales though. We've really got the pressure dialed up inside the bale there, so it's making a nice solid heavy bale, which is always good. Put that one there. That's lovely. Despite its age here, this old telehandler is perfect. It hums along. I did tweak up the hydraulic pressures not so long ago on it. We put a new pump on there so we could just handle a little bit more, and it seems to be doing it magnificently at the moment. Really have no complaints about how well this is working. What we will do, we'll stick these ones around here. Oh no, there's Daisy, that's perfect. No, what I think I will do is get Daisy to start chaining these, or tying these up here, and we should be good to go. Excellent, she's already got the first strap on there, perfect. Dooley's not the biggest trailer actually, so we might not get with that rear plate on. That trailers are usually better for round bales actually, so we might struggle to get too many more into there. But the Richard Weston over here is a big trailer. We can stack them pretty high on here, all being well. I often think about what it'd be like to drive a new JCB, which has everything on a joystick rather than 3 levers down there. But as it is, we don't have that capability. So you do, if you're in this tractor or in this telehandler driving it all day, you do know you've been in it by the end because your fingers are pretty numb. There we go. I'll just stop right there. We'll get one more onto the top there. We might try and get a couple more along the end there. We might just spike them long ways. We'll see if that's going to work. So I hope you're all doing very well anyway. It has been a few days since we were back with you. Everything is coming along very nicely here. The weather's been great for us. Like I say though, earlier on we are expecting some rain in the next coming few days, which should just kind of kick on the first cut ground, washing the digestate and the fertilizer that we've put down recently, and then hopefully that'll allow that to really kick on. If it does, that's fantastic, because after that I want a lot of sunshine just to dry out all of my my spring crops, which should be coming to being ready to harvest pretty soon actually. We're just going to try and kick that end over a little bit. That's better, because yeah, right now we are in a little bit of a desperate need to get some more sunlight, get a little bit more growth onto those, kill off the spring crops there. They want to be desiccated. If it can do that naturally by kind of burning off the greenery, that'd be perfect, rather than me having to spend more money on a roundup. For now though, we'll concentrate on getting this hay in. This is the last of the hay we have down at the moment. All of our custom jobs are pretty much done as well at the time being. I am expecting quite a few second cut jobs to come in, so we'll have to have a look to see when that occurs as well. Let's just get turned around there. We'll just start sticking this lot onto the Richard Weston, I think. There we go. Yeah, over here in Ireland sometimes the weather is never great with us, so it's concerning me a little bit that we're having the sunshine now and maybe not in a few weeks when I need it to get my cereal crops in. But we'll have to see and hope and pray that we can get some better weather. But yeah, for now at least though, you know, be thankful that given that most of our work is with hay and silage, that we've got some great weather for that. But yeah, it's just a little concerning with the lack of rain thus far and when it's actually going to arrive. I guess there's just no pleasing us farmers sometimes. So I think we should fill this trailer up a little bit as well. We can try and squeeze a couple more onto the dually there, which we might have to do. Just to give us a little bit more space. But for now, yeah, everything is coming in. We'll keep continuing to get these all wrapped up, and we'll come back to you once we get this all done at the end again, because it's going to be in here for a little bit longer. It's getting mighty warm in this JCB cab. We don't have air conditioning on here, so I'm going to open up all of the doors and get the cool air coming through, so you won't be able to hear me too much. So we'll come back to you when we get it all done. Well, we're just about done. We've got about 4 bales left to do. I decided I'm going to go 3 high on this trailer, just so I can get them all on here. I'm not coming back all the way up here, just with a couple of 2 extra bales really. So we'll get these 2 put on here. That's 1, and then I'll have to go and get the other 2, but well, so what's that going to be? That's going to be 6 to 18 on here by the time we finish this off, and then there's 28 bales in total, 30 bales with the 2 remaining, which is good news. Plenty for us to work with, which is fantastic. That's a good start. We'll get these put into the shed out the way of any bad weather that may come our way. And then yeah, we'll try and, like I say, we're going to try and get a second cut off here. It's likely going to have to be something that will wrap some silage bales likely, because I just don't think the conditions are going to suit hay again. We'll see though. We'll see how it plays out. And what we'll do is, yeah, we've got like 1 more to go and squeeze onto there. We'll have to take that ratchet strap off that we just put on, that Chris put on there, but never mind, we can do that. We'll get these 2 bales and we'll get ourselves all sorted out and checked up and get these back into the yard. So for now we'll leave it here though, so thank you ever so much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed. This has just been a little short one as we get ourselves all strapped up and get ourselves all cleared in this field. Like I say, there's a few meetings I've got to go to next week where we could end up getting a little bit more land potentially, so we'll keep an eye out for that one. Until next time though, I have been Jack, this has been Grass and Grain. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Simulation for the Nation, who very kindly agrees to host our videos. And we'll be back with the next one some point later down the week. So until then, do stay safe, enjoy what you're doing as always, but most importantly, happy farming.